3 tools, $30,000 per month. I'm not affiliated with these softwares at all, but these are the exact 3 tools that I use in my AI agency business that actually generate me income to business and save me a heck of a lot of time without hiring more employees.
You've built your own AI, but you don't know how to sell it. Stop building tools that collect dust. Start deploying infrastructure that collects revenue. This is the AI Sales Academy. Your plug-and-play business starts now.
The first one is, likely in any business that you're working in any agency, you have to have automations. You have to fulfill automations through Make, N8N, or Zapier. We don't have time to copy and paste templates or go to YouTube to learn how to do it. So one of the greatest pieces of software that we use is ChatGPT Atlas. So for ChatGPT Atlas, we pay for a subscription with ChatGPT. You can have a business subscription or a personal subscription. I personally have a workspace subscription, and from here I use ChatGPT Atlas to prompt to log into accounts like GoHighLevel, and from here we're going to enter agent mode. And whenever we enter agent mode, is we can describe what tools we want to use. You can attach files, all those things. You go to more, and you can go into agent mode. And here in GoHighLevel, I can give it a prompt and it will build me an automation, right? So I can say, go into the HVAC Max system sub-account and create a draft workflow in the automations. Here, it will say it should do some risk. Obviously, if you're logged into an account like GoHighLevel, you're giving access, to it. And so I'm going to continue logging in, right? I acknowledge the risk and I tell ChatGPT to do its work, essentially. And so now ChatGPT will go into GoHighLevel and basically I let it take control, and it will try to follow as many directions as it can. And if it can't figure out what to do, it'll ask me questions and you can follow the prompt and continue. So right now it's going to go through the sub accounts and it's going to find the sub account that I told. And from here, when you're prompting, you want to be as detailed as possible. But you also have to look at the, cost and benefit analysis, right? It's like, if you're building a very simple automation to where you can create it in 3 clicks of a button, maybe it's not the best use for you to stare at a screen and watch ChatGPT Atlas to do its work. But if you're creating a complicated automation and you don't really know how it's going to work, you can't figure out the logic yourself, then it's best to have ChatGPT do it for you. And so you can have this running in the background while you're doing other things with your clients. And so if you don't have the bandwidth to hire someone to do your automations, then you can hire someone you can use ChatGPT Atlas and run this in the background. And currently it's available on the MacBook, right? ChatGPT Atlas is only available on MacBook, and certain things I have tasks to where I need to, create a certain automation or I need to generate a report. I don't want to do it manually. I don't want to click through Google Drive, all those things. I log into all my accounts through ChatGPT Atlas. This is one of my preferred browsers. And then I have ChatGPT do its work, right? And so of course here, like you can see, it's, having some difficulty navigating the account. And so now you can see that it's found HVAC Max system. So, sometimes when it's prompting, you need to give it more details, and I'm going to take control, just quite literally just go into the sub count. It's not that hard, and I'm going to tell it to resume. So, if you don't want to, if you want this process to speed up, obviously you just give it more directions, and it'll be able to take control. Right, and for the simplicity's sake of this tutorials, I won't take you through this entire process. But what you need to do is you need to use Atlas daily, get better at prompting, so it doesn't take forever for it to navigate. Right, and over time, as you give it more directions, as ChatGPT Atlas gets to know your GoHighLevel automation, it's going to go to these places much faster. Right, so it's now figuring out the next steps. And you want to have full screen. Now it's going to go to automations, and now it's actually going to do what I wanted to tell it to, right? And then it's going to go to automations, and it's going to essentially create a workflow, right? And then from there, I need to describe what kind of workflow I want them to create. And that's pretty much the next step. But for here, I'm going to stop it so I won't mess anything up here. But ChatGPT Atlas will help you, when you're in the beginning process on creating automations for you. All you need to do is go through double check, run a test, and you can use ChatGPT Atlas to build automations on GoHighLevel. You can do this for Zapier, Make, and H10. Obviously, you want to double check everything and run tests. I wouldn't recommend, I don't think ChatGPT Atlas works with media buying. It doesn't work with meta ads. They banned it. Google ads. When it first came out, the browser would work for meta ads, but they stopped allowing that, being that naturally it's going to involve your client's ad spend. So I don't think it's very good. But ChatGPT Atlas will allow you to essentially have an extra automation person, right, in your business without actually hiring an automation person. And quite literally, it's like $19 per month. And if you want more usage for ChatGPT Atlas using agentic mode, you can just upgrade your subscription. Right, now the next software that we use for our business is HeyGen. Right, and why do we use HeyGen specifically? Is I don't have time to sit in front of the camera and create ad scripts for my business all the time. So when I'm generating leads for my business, there's no way I'm going to, we want to depending on our ad spend, sometimes we deploy 10 to 20 creatives per week. I don't have time to sit there and film and script 10, 20 creatives per week. It's, a good 2 hours of my time that can be better used elsewhere, right? And it's all energy that is expended going through this process. So what we do is on HeyGen, we have quite literally cloned myself to be in these ads. And so all these videos are cloned versions of me where I took prior footage of myself, and we have cloned myself so that we can use it in all these videos. So from here, you can literally watch this video where I've quite literally cloned myself to be in a video ad. And then from here, we take this generated avatar, give it to my video editing team, or we put it into another software and automatically edit it ourselves. But from here,
I watched agency owners work 60-hour weeks for 3K clients while automated agencies closed 15K deals working half the time.
And obviously, the more footage that you have, the longer you speak, the longer the video is, the better your facial expressions are, the better the avatar is. But I think for 80% of consumers who are scrolling through social media, they can't tell that this is AI. They don't really care.
The difference wasn't the service. It was the delivery system. You keep your expertise in niche. You just stop undercharging for manual work when
So we take these avatars that we've trained on HeyGen. I think I spend like $35-50 a month on HeyGen. I save, weekly 2-3 hours. You add that up, 2-3 hours. But not only that is not the time that I save, is the amount of more ads that I can produce. So instead of me being the bottleneck in my business and creating ads, is I now can have AI create the ads for me. And so I can increase the bandwidth, the amount of ads that I test on a weekly basis, and I can find more winning creatives and generate more revenue in the business. Because the other business owner is sitting in front of the camera recording content while I'm generating with an AI. At the end of the day, is we need to figure out what the offer and the script that's going to work, not having the perfect video, right? Volume is going to negate look every single time, right? Having a quantity of ads will allow you to find the quality that you actually need instead of trying to create a quality ad from the get-go, right? And so paired with HeyGen that allows us to save a lot of time is we use a tool called Captions AI. And Captions AI is honestly one of my favorite tools because not only can you AI edit footage, right? You can take footage and it'll edit it with AI. They can edit short form videos, but you can also create AI shorts. You can also create a avatar as well. So you can create a twin of yourself if you wanted to. And you can connect the API from Captions AI to another software like NNN, something like that. And you can create AI avatars like here that we've created to be in advertisements. So you don't necessarily have to clone yourself. You can create a completely different persona, right? And when you do an AI edit, you can take a video and you can prompt it like ChatGPT to tell them to edit it, right? So here you can upload a video and you can give it a prompt on how to edit the video. And for now, it's only available for short form, but using Captions AI has allowed us to save so much time in our projects because I can edit short form videos without giving it to an editor. Right? If I can't afford video editing, I just pay, I think, Captions AI $20-30 a month. I throw in these videos for short form, edits itself. I could quite literally take videos from HeyGen and give it to Captions AI, and it essentially edit it, right? So example here, let's say I go here, maybe I have already edited this. So obviously you want a video that's, you know, a minute or shorter, and then you'll go through an AI editing process, right? So you can create an AI creator and to be a spokesperson. You don't have to have HeyGen, but I found that the HeyGen creators are a lot better, and I can clone myself a little bit better in quality than the ones in Captions AI. And you can even create AI ads, give it a prompt to video. Captions AI has it all, right? If you want to create ads from scratch without having a, you know, big agency or big team behind your back, Captions AI is your tool. And to combine the efforts with, you now have an automation person who essentially can build automations for you in the background, do all the technical stuff through ChatGPT Atlas, right? You have a editing team through Captions AI, and you don't need to sit in front of the camera all the time. You can really scale more creatives. Is you've bought back so much more time to where you can focus on the real part of the business, which is once you book these calls from this lead generation, all the content that you post, right, the leads that you get, what you need to focus on as a business is training a sales team or taking the sales call yourself, closing the deals so that you can have people to operate these tools. But combined, you know, these tools, you know, are not more than $100 per month. And $100 per month, this is literally on a monthly basis going to buy back 30-40 hours of your time. And for me, that's an absolute no-brainer. And of course, you still have to operate and check these tools, but you can literally hire, you know, $5 per hour VA to operate all three tools for you. So in the end, it's a real no-brainer on the time that you can save. And you really don't need to hire, you know, usually this is like what, two people that you would hire for, you know, a couple $100 per month. Now you have $100 per month and you use the software. Now, if you're wanting to scale an AI business and want to not do all the guesswork and want to work with my team to make $10,000 per month or more in the next 90 days, book a call with us and we're going to see if we're good fit to work together and scale your AI agency to your first $10,000.